Here, let me turn the radio down and try to focus this. How rude of me. Now, I'm going to start out this video with a little something for the ham radio ops out there because that's what my channel is, or was, an electronics and ham radio channel. But it's evolved into the landfill, into your town dump. So occasionally you find something useful there. And I'm going to start out with a little something for the ham radio ops that watch my John Deere stuff, okay? Look at this. Follow the mouse cursor. End-fed counterpoise doesn't seem to matter? Question mark? Let's click on it. At first, the syntax of that sentence bothered me. Well, does it or doesn't it matter? You know, the old bastard in the back of my brain said, God damn it, does it not matter? Say what you mean. But the longer I look at it, it's kind of like they've eliminated the obvious. Let me rephrase that sentence. End-fed counterpoise doesn't seem to matter. I wonder why? Or no, something like that. End-fed counterpoise doesn't seem to matter, period. Did I do something wrong? Question mark. Is this normal? Question mark. But they've eliminated the obvious. End-fed counterpoise doesn't seem to matter. It now makes perfect sense to me. What should I do with something like that? I've got material pertinent to that that's actually useful. And so what do I do, man? Do I become the troll and drop a link to my YouTube video in an EHAM discussion? Should I? I have in the past a couple times. I did a couple nights ago, as a matter of fact. And regarding a 9-to-1 I believe it was. So, and should I just sign it, N8NK, and then in parentheses or something, trolling the internet, or just say trolling for homebrew enthusiasm. That's it. Just start dropping my blind links. Well, they're not blind. Just start dropping my YouTube links on EHAM, right and left, man. If I have anything useful and anything pertinent. Yeah. Okay, that's all I have for the hams. Here, man, let me swing you over to the right. This is for you John Deere freaks. Never to miss an opportunity to bust one's chops. One thing that's always cracked me up are the John Deere videos that are plowing or snow blowing snow. The number of rotating and flashing amber beacons mounted on their little tractors. You know what I mean? That sounds disparaging as hell, and I guess it is. Oh well. The landfill's not PC. As a matter of fact, check it out, man. So, check this out, man. I got it at a check stand, an impulse buy for $1.99. Press the button once, it's bright. Press it again, it's dim. Press it thrice, and it flashes. You know what I did just now, man? Check it out. This is for you John Deere freaks, freakazoids. I give you Blowzo's beacon. Yeah, now I gotta pause you, say something serious. Big boy words for those of you that have put up with me. I'm going through shit, man. I'm going to propose something to my family and Kyle, well, Kyle's my family, about these meds. I can't carry on, man. I can't take it anymore, man. They win. I want out. I want out, man. And I might be able to handle things and not die of another one of those because of him. Blitzen provides 100 times the serenity and calming effect that those meds do, with none of the side effects. You don't know, man. I can't carry on, man. So, sorry for the personal dump, but I had to take it. You're allowed. You need to take an emotional dump. You're on a landfill, man. Have at it. And we'll examine it together. I've got a shit list of things I'd like to mention about the John Deere tractor. I'll just provide a link. Since I have no intention of editing this video and waiting 20 hours. I'm just going to post it raw, and I'll link the John Deere stuff so you can skip the babble. Okay? Blitz and I'd like to mention a few things about my John Deere 318 now that I've had some plowing experience, which I've been wanting to do since I was 15. Okay. I'm sorry to be a dick and gloat. Hang on, guys. I'm sorry to be a dick and gloat. Let's try it again. Hang on, guys. Yeah, Blitzy, we're making a movie. You want to make a movie? Want to show them Jed? Hang on, guys. Oh, man, check this crap out. Look at this. Ice everywhere. Slop. Man, it's been colder than heck out, and now it's almost 50. That's standing water. I had a problem at one time with my shed flooding out, and that was before I rebuilt it. Not wanting it to flood anymore, I did a little bit of uncivil engineering and made low spots in the yard so that the water drains over into the neighbors. Come on, Blitzy. Let's go show them our tractor. Blitzy. Let's go show them our tractor without falling down this time. I'm going to pause you so I don't fall again. I'm not in the mood. Okay, guys. These are... oh, Jesus. These are the things I've done and discovered from plowing my first time. Now, my rock block there, which I've talked about before, is actually 95 pounds. The weights, another, I don't know, it adds up to 225 pounds. And, you like his hairdo? He's sporting a new do. Sorry about that, Will. And, right. So I wondered if that would be enough weight. And it worked beautifully. For what? I'll show you. Hang on. Oh, man, I haven't made a video in a long time. We're going on a field trip, Blitzy. Come on, Blitzy. I want to show you what I found to be the hardest part about plowing my driveway, which is a small driveway. It's only 85 feet long. And rather than pause here, let's go for a walk. Man, it's so warm out. Supposed to rain like crazy tonight, and then Tomorrow we're expecting Blitzen. Blitzen, let's go see Cindy. I'll pause you. What I found to be the and it worked great, but here I plow my snow in my driveway into all of it to the street, then I divide it in half, plow half into that ditch, half into that ditch. And when I'm plowing, right when I get to the grass, I lift the blade up a little bit, an inch or two, and keep going down into the ditch with the blade. And as I'm going over into the ditch, now I push the blade down as far as it'll go, and it'll roll a 4-foot high mound of snow right into the ditch. And the first time, for a few times I did that, I wondered if I'd be able to back out. The back wheels were still up here on level ground, but the front end was down. And man, I pulled back on the hydrostat lever, and it never even turned a tire. I mean, the wheels never spun. They never lost traction. And man, huge mountains of snow are almost gone in one day. Oh boy, winter is so ugly dirty when it starts melting away. Anyway, the dog's running away. He's running away, going to see the neighbors. So I'm going to pause you again and get back on with it. Hang on. Man, neighbor Cindy came out at the worst possible time because I can't press stop on this thing. I don't want to edit the thing. In another video, I had a micro switch there so when this blade was tilted all the way, it would trip and light an amber warning light on the dash because this bracket, I've talked about it before, but I realize it's fine. It doesn't matter if I slam it to the right and left. It's not going to do any damage to that bracket now that I've repaired it. So what else? Okay, the ball valve. I talked about this before as well. I'm trying to hold this camera steady. I've experimented with several different hydraulic valves. Let me see if it'll focus. And I went back with that ball valve. For one reason is, let me see if it'll focus. For one reason, it's rated at, 6,000 PSI. For two, it's got an easy to operate lever, nice long lever, and it only turns 90 degrees. I find that easier than grabbing a valve and spinning it like this, you know what I mean, 20 times. The only thing is, let me rest this. The only thing is, it uses a lot of plumbing. That big loop there, it's the only way it would fit. And it fits good right there. I like it there. So it needs a little bit of support. I screwed that bolt in to the rear end and wired that copper to there. And that's just a temporary thing, because I realized that was rotating down after a couple plowings. And yeah, I didn't want it to loosen the fittings, so it needs to be secured, and I'm okay with that. I'm going to pause you. I don't feel like dropping the 3-point hitch down, lowering it down just to show this. But those arms, oh, there's a word for them. I don't know. Dang it, Bobby. I changed, these bolts were really rusty, so I changed them to grade 8 6-inch long bolts, and I wanted it to lift up higher, so I changed them to 5-inch bolts and saved the 6-inch bolts. Looking back on it, the original 6-inch bolts were ideal, because now with these shorter 5-inch bolts, I can lower it down to within about 3 inches of the ground. But if I had the other bolts on, it would go a lot lower, which would work better for mounting that block. Okay, I looked at my cheat sheet. Those are called drawbars. Another thing I did, I bought these tire chains, and I mentioned it before, and I got scammed. They only had, they were 10 chains, and I added 9 more. Now it's got 19 chains around it. And I wondered, again, if that would be adequate with that amount of weight. And it's amazing. If I were careful in the ditches, I wouldn't even probably need the tire chains. Even when back dragging with down pressure, which is one thing I found out is glorious. This lever, mentioned it before, back is up, down is down, and all the way down is float. In float mode, the lift cylinder is unlocked. It can go in and out, allowing the blade to follow terrain height changes, right? If you just push down on that lever, the blade goes down, lifting the front wheels right off the ground by about an inch. And I wondered also how good these front tires would do in the snow. And that's why I'm mentioning the down pressure backblading, because man, even when down pressure backblading, those tires grab enough every now and then, even though they're kind of floating off the ground, to where you can back straight up. You don't get all squirrely, you know. With the hydraulic, with the lever just in the float position, now then the tires are always on the ground with whatever weight the tractor has with that blade on it. And I've never lost steering, not once. That tread pattern is amazing. Problem is, man, they're brand new tires, and I bought 16-inch ones because that's what the originals are. And I'm going, before next winter, I so love this machine. Before next winter, I'm buying a pair of 18-inch tall ones. And I'm going to buy a pair of 25-inch back tires, which is kind of unfortunate. These are brand new, but they're the stock 23-inch tire height. I'm going to raise the back 2 more inches, raise the front 1, and so what else on the list? The hour meter died. Hang on. I bought Jed with 1,234 hours on it. I don't know if this will focus. It now has 1,247. I started this season's plowing with 1,241. And it died 3.5 hours ago. It now has 1,250.5, and the hour meter quit. So I've decided I'm going to keep the original. Let me choose autofocus. I've decided I'm going to buy a new one. You can buy them just like this for under $15 on Amazon. I'm going to keep the old one for documentation. And this coming winter, not this summer, because I plan to mow, I'm going to alternate. I'm going to use both tractors to mow. My MTD pony, my Troy-built pony, which is a beast. It's a beast in its own right. Same horsepower as this one, half the weight. But I've decided, come next winter, I'm going to rebuild the Onan engine. This is going to get a brand new engine in it. And I'm going to just keep documenting on paper. I have a log sheet. I shouldn't tell you that, man. You're going to think I'm a weirdo. I'm going to log its hours on this engine because that meter's dead. And then rebuild the engine come next winter and install the new hour meter. Well, hell, I don't know what I'll do with the hour meter. I was thinking buying 2 of them, stick a new one in there now so I don't have to log the hours. Yeah, for historical purposes. And buy another when I rebuild the engine. It's only $15. Given the cost of rebuilding a Japanese own-an engine that aren't produced anymore. I'm falling in love and forgetting my list. Let me pause you. Okay, I wrote down badge. I really wish this had the original John Deere badge, but I found one even better. I wrote down flyball spacer. This had surging. I mentioned it in another video. It was the idle circuit in the carb. I bought a $45 Chinese carb and it runs beautiful. LED under rear. Yeah. I still want, you're going to think I'm such a freaking nerd. I still want to mount an LED light under the deck and just wire it into the tail light, because the tail lights are wired into the headlights. Hang on, man. Oh, man. Aren't they pretty? Look at the headlights, man. I got to gloat. I got to find the dog. Hang on. Blitz. 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 Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Blitz, come on. Blitz. Blitz, come on. Come on. Blitz. Blitz, come here. Here, come. Come on. Come on, Blitzy. Man, now I'm going to have to edit this video because I screwed up. Oh, no. Hang on. Okay, I got to wrap this up. Look at the front hubcaps. Can you tell? They're a different color. They're not as yellow. My phone can't capture it. I bought them, and they were such intense yellow that there was no, how to put it. I better stop trying. Hang on. Oh, man, I only got one more thing for you. You want to call me a cheapskate or a cheap bastard? Look at the gas cap. Let me focus manually. Isn't it clear? It was so milky and yellow and scratched. There was even a cut in it, right through. You could barely see it. I used some white paint to touch it up. And can you see it? You can't because it's so clear. I found a piece of clear plastic and cut out a circle and glued it on with silicone RTV. Why? It's not about the $16 I saved. It's about homebrewing. This was a stupid video, but I just wanted to document some more things, what I've done with my glorious John Deere 318 1989 model. This will be the last John Deere video I make until I rebuild the engine. You're not going anywhere this time, boy. What, do you want to smell my clipboard? He has to smell everything. I have literally not been able to poop one time without his company, his accompaniment. 73, take care, guys. Be well.